Hey, welcome back to Nibbling with Nate. It's chocolate cake time. Well, the name's going to be changing, I think, because I'm going to start filming some other things that I do. Welding, wood projects, you know, all that sort of stuff. So I'm coming up with a name. You got any clever names for someone like me that does pretty much everything except go high on a ladder and do painting up there? Drop it in the comments. Okay, we're making chocolate cake for Diane's birthday. So happy birthday, Diane.
And Barb.
We're going to put 2 cups of sugar in our mixing bowl. Then we're going to put 1 3/4 cups of Hershey's extra dark cocoa powder. Then we're going to put, I think it's 1 cup, I don't remember. Check it in the comments. I'll put the recipe down there. It's been a minute. Okay, so there's flour. I think it's 1.5 cups. So check down there. Actually, I'll check and get back to you. Then we're gonna mix a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons baking soda. Then you're gonna get your whisk and just kind of get all that together the best you can. All right, to that we are going to add 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, no, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I always go heavy on the vanilla, you guys know that. I'm gonna put 1 cup of milk. We're gonna try and give that a little stir with our whisk, try and get it semi-incorporated. Okay. Then we're gonna put our mixer on. Okay. Start it slow. Get it incorporated. Now we got 1 cup of hot, piping hot, strong coffee. Now I'm going to put this in there. Now when this mixes up, it's going to be really thin, but it's fine. Preheat your oven to 350 before you start. Okay, now we're going to put it on medium heat for about 2 minutes.
Heat. What an asshole.
And 2 minutes. Looks real nice. See how it's dripping? And you give the bowl a quick scrape. You really don't have to, but I'm just making sure the consistency is good. Well, you take 2 9-inch pans, put some Crisco oil in there, and put some flour. Now I cut a piece of parchment paper and put it on the bottom of each one. It's not necessary. It's an extra step, but to me, I just feel like the bottom won't stick if you do that. So now, we're gonna pour this in. You're gonna try and just eyeball it and put about 1/2 in each pan. Okay, now you're gonna put these in your 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes until a wooden toothpick put in the center comes out clear, and we'll be back. In the meantime, we'll make the frosting. Okay, while that's in the oven, we're gonna make our chocolate frosting. Earlier, okay, the cake had 1 3/4 cup of flour and 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. Okay, so the frosting is going to have 3 cups of powdered sugar, 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. Now we're going to take I'm just gonna find my whisk that I should have had. Okay, here's this. All right, we're just gonna whisk that powder up on low. And maybe a little bit faster than low to get it mixed up. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? So, get a little... No, don't do that. Don't do that. Your lungs will not appreciate that. Okay. Teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put that in there and start mixing it on slow.
Low and slow.
And we got a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Pour it in there nice and slow. Let it incorporate into that. You don't want to turn it into butter. I mean, you could. Butter's good. Butter works. Butter's coming up after this. So it's nice and thick. So get it over. Okay, then we're going to take a half a cup, one stick of butter that I melted before I began measuring. Start pouring that in. It should start loosening up the clump of stuff that's on our beater. As soon as I get it to a nice wet texture, I'm going to fire this thing up. I'm going to put some spin on it. Okay, you ready? I was wrong one other time. I don't remember when that was, but my wife says that it happened. Look at it! You look at it! It definitely actually might, this might just be about right. So, this makes about 2 cups of chocolate frosting. So I'm gonna grab a spoon here, and see what happens. Winning. Okay. See you back in a minute. Okay, so plans changed. You know, my brain, it's everywhere. Okay. I decided I'm going to put that chocolate frosting that I made in the middle of the 2 layers. We are on cooling racks right now. I'm going to make a quick buttercream frosting, peanut butter cream frosting that you, my friend, are going to like. I already have a cup of peanut butter in here. I'm going to put 2 sticks of butter in with that peanut butter. And I am going to mix this up until it is just all mixed together. I'll be scraping the bowl. We're going to let that work for a minute. Okay, I'm going to give the bowl a scrape. Look at that. I gotta show you this. Look at that. That is just amazing. Okay, I'm gonna give the bowl a scrape down. Get all this incorporated. It's so fluffy already. Now, if you did it just like this, it wouldn't be, it's not very sweet, so we're gonna add a little bit of sweetness to it. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm only gonna try and do about half to avoid the mess. That's probably about a cup. So I'm gonna mix that in. Okay, we'll put the rest of the powdered sugar in there. I never locked it. Boy, I could have got seriously injured. This smells so freaking good. We'll start off low and slow so we don't have powdered sugar all over our face. teaspoons of vanilla. I wore it. It's okay. That is just beauticious right there. This is going in hot soapy water, so yes sir. Okay, pull the bowl off the mixer so you can see it. All right. Okay, we're ready to build our cake. Okay, so I'm going to take a little titty bitty bitty spitty thingy. I buy these cardboard round things. Actually, this is my last one. Have to get some more. Put the first layer on. All right, we're going to do chocolate. We're going to do the chocolate on the first layer. Okay, there's going to be 3 different recipes on the bottom of this video, and you don't have to, you could skip the chocolate altogether and just do the peanut butter, or you could skip the peanut butter and do all chocolate. I don't know if the recipe that I have here would make the whole cake or not. I mean, it might. Of course, I'm laying it on thick here because you only turn 60 once, right, Diane? Usually I get people's numbers wrong and they get mad at me, but this one's legit. You hear that noise? That is Stacy Clangsworth. She likes to clang pots and pans around, especially when I'm down here shooting a video. I'm sorry. This cake is for Diane and Barb. Not sure about how old Barb is. Just a year or 2 older than Diane, maybe. I don't want to get in trouble here. Okay. That's where we're going to leave that. We're going to take our other layer. Drop it right on it, right there. Okay, give it a little squish down. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna slide the whole thing. I better not do that. It's a little fragile. All right, I'm gonna put the peanut butter up on top like such. Just gonna put a whole bunch up there. I'm gonna grab my little offset and I'm gonna start trying to make this look pretty. Promises. Takes a little bit of time and patience to learn how to do this. I've certainly screwed up enough of them. But you know what? Sometimes they don't look amazing, but they always taste good, so the trade-off's worth it.
And here she comes.
Filming! How much longer? God. Love you, Stace. Okay, put this in there. Grab my little These little scrapers work great for this. Put this on here. Now I know I'm gonna end up having some chocolate showing, but we'll deal with that. Like right there. For the most part. And put that right back. Okay. So that in there. Oh shit! Oops. We can fix it. We can fix it. You'll be alright. That sort of thing happens. One more time, nice and gingerly. Put a little chamfer on it, or a bevel. All right, there she is. Happy birthday, Barb and Diane. This will be coming your way soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Thanks for watching.